All right, Cody here again, and we are back with another bag review. And I'm excited for this one because I love both of these bags, and I think they are some of the best, if not the best, bags on the market right now for disc golf. So we have the Pound Disc Golf Rufus double convertible, which means that both sides fully are zippered down. And then we have the Squatch Lore 2.0. So both of these are, again, my favorite bags that I personally use. I know a lot of people use them. Even some pros have started using these smaller bags instead of those big tournament bags that you see. So let's check them out, see which ones, what's good about them, what's bad about them, what I personally like, which you might personally like, which you might personally dislike. So I'm just trying to show you what these bags look like together and how they compare. First, let's start with the Pound Rufus, the bag that has been in a lot of people's, on a lot of people's backs. A lot of people have used them personally, and I love it. It's a great bag. So this is Pound's smallest bag. The Rufus kind of took the place of the Carlton, which was their other bag that had that interesting design in the middle, and then these are called hall pockets, these on the side. I much like this a lot better. It's a smaller Thorpe, if you will. So main compartment here, pretty traditional, just like you'd see in most bags. Same thing on the top, you have this little quiver. On the back, you can see their mesh webbing, their nice straps. These are both soft bottom bags, which means there's no rails or anything, which as far as comfort is 10 times better than any grip or anything you're used with a rail on the bottom. So love these. As far as how many discs it can hold, I got about 15 in the main pocket, 3 on the top, depending on how many drivers, mids, putters you use. That could go up, down. You can also put pockets on the side. It does come with one of these drink inserts, but if you so choose, you can put usually about 4 to 5 discs over here. So I generally ran it with 2 inserts. I would run an insert here and then this side with an insert, and then I would just keep it. I don't need a ton of discs, but if you want to, you can add a bunch. So for the pockets on the sides, we have the insert, you have this little elastic, and you have a zippered pocket on the side right here. Like if you want to put, I think I had some snacks in there. You can see I have some snacks in there. You can put your keys. Zips down, has some Velcro. If you want to see what it looks like fully zipped up, this is where they call that double convertible, because this side can fully go up. Same thing with this side. If I turn this side, you can convert them both to either hall pockets or full pockets like this. So you kind of have the choice. I always left them down just because, again, unless I was putting a sweatshirt in there or something, I found these a lot easier on the course to use, where all I'm doing is reaching in and out. If it was raining or something, I could put them up, but never really did that. Put minis. I don't know anyone that uses pencils anymore, even though they are starting to do paper scoring again at some events. So they are nice to have. Sometimes I'd stick my cell phone in here, but usually just mini. The front pocket can zip. Again, pretty traditional, like you see this on most bags. But that's what it would look like. And the top, I know some people stretch these out where they put like 4 or 5 in here. I generally kept 3. There is a little zipper back here, a little compartment. Oh, not zippered. There is a little compartment if you wanted to do the water bladder on these. I never did, but I know some people that do. But again, if I was looking at this, super comfortable, super durable, great bag. My favorite Pound bag so far. And then let's look at the Lore 2.0. If you look, pretty similar, just from looks alone, like nice grip right here. Like if I'm picking it up, pretty good. On the back, you can see pretty similar, like it has that mesh backing. Same thing with the straps. I showed this in another video. You can keep the straps up where it keeps them off the ground if it's wet or anything. Super comfortable, great bag. And again, this one is a soft bottom bag, which means comfort. I've never had any problem with like dirt, mud, stuff like that. Again, I'm careful with either one of these. I don't put it on, like, if I see a puddle, I don't stick it in it. If I see a bench, I try and put it on something dry, but they are very durable. They're like made to last, so I've never had any issues with them. Now this one, the form factor is a little bit different on the Lure. Same thing where it has the quiver on top. I'll show you that. Same thing where it kind of has this traditional. Now this one, it almost combines the hull pocket, but it adds this little area in between, and that's what is missing. Now I know on the Thorpe they add this and it makes it a little bit wider, so theoretically if you wanted a Rufus but with these you could go Thorpe, but I like that they kind of squeezed it in here. And here's what I mean. So it has the same little pocket on the side, and actually don't tell Squatch this, but when I'm using this Lure, I don't use their included it's their like cooler bag, because it's kind of squished and I don't want to throw my keys in there. It's insulated, which would be great if I was putting like cold drinks. I just use an insulated bottle. These side pockets, they fit the insert from Pound. If you want, I think the best setup for these is put the insert in here, because now I get the functionality where I can put stuff into this little pocket here, and it has a built-in divider, but I still retain these full side pockets. And here's what I mean. On the 2.0 in my other video, I showed that they added their own little like pocket divider, but I like having the insulated ones a little bit sturdier. I don't have to worry about my drink flopping around, slides in and out, no problem. Where on this side, it's kind of just all fabric, where, you know, if something bumps into it and I try and put my drink down there, I might have to move some things, where if I put that insert in there, simple. But I like how on these, you have the option of, it's essentially converting, where you have this open pocket, or on the Lures, you can close them up like that. So you can see where if I put this up, it would be very similar, but I'm still retaining this ability to have a side storage like this, but I still have the full pocket. So I can still use essentially the same side. Now it does not fit disc as well as this, where this goes in and out, so that's great. If you carry more disc, I like that. But I like that I can put stuff in here, bags, sweatshirts and stuff like that, and still have quick access to these outer pockets. That is the main difference for me, if you want my honest opinion. I think if you get either of these bags, you will be thoroughly satisfied with carrying them. You will enjoy it. It will be probably the best bag you carry. I just wish that Pound had that little extra here, something in between the hull pockets in here, even a teeny tiny spot, because now if I'm out with a sweatshirt, I either have to take up the whole pocket and I essentially lose this side, drinks, keys, all that stuff, where in here, I can take a sweatshirt, stuff it in this side pocket, close it up, and I still have quick access to, hey, I'm gonna throw my towel in here, my drinks, snacks, all that stuff. A couple other differences. This one has like an elastic band for a retriever, where like you can put it down through here, it goes, and again, that's where that big pocket is nice, because this goes all the way down, where on the Rufus, I can put it in here. I would have to add some sort of elastic, but there's nothing that goes the whole way down unless I zip this up. So I have to zip this up to hold this. On this side, they do add elastic, so you could on this side do that, which is nice. So I will say that's nice that their system is a lot sturdier than this, but again, now I'm taking in some of this area. Now I could still put this down there, but you see it kind of sticks out because of that little bulge. So just again, I would say that's a minor complaint between the two, and that to me is the main difference. In my Pound, I have 15, 16, 3 on the top. Here's another big difference. On the Lure, these are all in the top pocket. So you can see this is a lot wider. This almost has like the Thorpe top, which is like a lot bigger quiver, where this one is more compact, which again, I like a little bit more up here, so I can hold, like you can see I keep a mid up here, a couple putters, I keep a fairway, where up here I had to choose, hey, what top 3 things am I really going to use today for this round? Again, not a big concern, personal preference. When it comes down to it, you can see that this one, the Lure, is a little bit wider at the top, where this is more angled. I don't know if you can see that. I'll turn it this way. You can see this one's kind of more angled, where this one has a wider front. As far as width, not a big difference. I think the Lure might be, well, about the same, honestly. Maybe a tiny bit, but I really couldn't tell unless I got out a measuring tape. Comfort-wise, both very comfortable. I might give the edge to the Pound, maybe, but it is negligible at best. A little pro tip: if you carry either one of these bags, or any bag for this matter, get a piece of foam insulation from Lowe's, Home Depot, any hardware store. Cut it up to the width. Not only does it kind of help with that lower back, like any disc from poking you, it keeps your disc from moving around, where I can take a disc or 2 out and you can see it kind of sticks against the foam and will stick a little bit, where if you don't have anything back there, they just kind of slosh around, and that can be for any bag. So, personal opinion, if I had to pick one bag for the time being, I would probably pick the Lure, which is kind of shocking because this has been a favorite. I've owned 4 or 5 Rufuses, which is incredible, but again, this is personal preference. I just enjoy the tiny extra space I'm getting from this without losing quick access. That's the big thing. If they said you can only ever use a Rufus, I would be 10 out of 10 happy. If they said, hey, we're going to give you a Lure, 10 out of 10 happy. You just have to make up your mind which one. I would say a tiny bit more comfortable, a tiny bit better build quality, but I've actually been pretty impressed with how well these have been made. So I thought they were going to be cheap knockoff, but they are actually very well done. Straps are comfortable. There's a little bit of customizability, where on these ones it's full customized, where you can go any color and you can build your dream bag. These, you can choose 3 colors. That's about it. So it all depends. Again, there's the backs, there's the sides, there's the fronts, and there's the bottoms. So both incredible bags, both you will be very happy with, and I think you really can't make the wrong choice for you. I've just made my choice for the time being. Who knows, I might get more fickle and choose this one again. But if you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them below. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and watching the video. Have a good one.